Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard eminent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icons to miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sony ICF-5900W, and we'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. So we'll go over the features of this radio, a little bit of size comparison, and then we'll get started. I like to do those little things before the band scans, makes it more interesting. So this radio has a few features on it. On the left hand side here we have a DC input of 4.5 volts. We have a, looks like an external, or that's a timer in. We have a cassette, looks like deck icon, which I'm assuming that you record with. And we have a MPX out jack and an earphone jack. Pretty cool. Got this really neat design here where the antenna is. Going to the front of the radio, we have tone controls. We have treble and bass independent, which is nice. Our volume knob, power switch. We have an AFC on or off for FM. Pretty cool to see that. And of course, DX or local for the AM and shortwave. Here we have the BFO on or off, so we can listen to some single sideband with this. Down here, used to say Sony, missing the emblem, but hopefully I'll get a donor radio to replace that. Here, the speaker is interesting. I think it's either a 3.5-inch speaker or it's a 4x3 oval. I'm not sure. I haven't taken this radio apart. Maybe you guys know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's see, over here we have a crystal marker switch. We have the tuning indicator, which mine is not working. Hoping to fix that in the future, maybe with a donor board or a new gauge. It might even need just a capacitor, I'm not sure. Let's see, we have a band spread dial for the shortwave for fine tuning. We have our coarse tuning here, which we use mainly for the medium wave. Band select switch, shortwave 1, 2, 3, medium wave, and FM. Looks like we have a log scale here for this calculating distance probably. Got a ruler at the bottom. Okay. Over here on the right hand side, we have the earphone jack compartment. Pretty cool. All these little things, you know. It's just the little things that make it fun. Top of the radio, it says shortwave dual conversion system. It's pretty neat. We have a little yellow button here. It would say light, missing that emblem too. Hopefully again to get a new emblem for that. But it does light up when I press this. There's a little incandescent bulb in here. Pop-up antenna. It works still, but it's a little finicky, so I have to be careful with it. Here we have the original Sony branded strap. Yeah. On the back of the radio, I'm not going to flip this around, but it says Sony made in Japan with the model number on a placard. And then on the bottom here, there is a spot for 3 D-cell batteries. All right, so let's go with size comparison, then we'll get started with our band scan. So for size comparison, I did show you that Skywave I had. So we'll just put this right in the middle where that speaker is. There you go. Kind of takes up the whole speaker area. And then of course we have CC pocket. And I'll bring out Iron Man. You can see it. Those size differences there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, big radio, but lovely radio. This radio is amazing on medium wave. Had a great time last night with it, and during the day, it's phenomenal also. So let's get started. Turn this on. All the switches are working good. All the controls are working well. Just a few things that aren't, that are hopefully easily fixed. We'll find out. But I'm happy tuning this radio as it is. Station here.
Let them go. If they don't have to. They don't have to. That's the point that y'all missing. It's their call. It's not like he's a free agent free to go anywhere else.
This is 540 AM, WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. ESPN.
Don't mind keeping him. But if you have to break the bank to keep him, now there might be a question mark. The person who put himself in a position to be questioned.
Definitely station A's direction. This radio does very well, not having to move it much to find stations, which is nice.
Can you name any university, any big university that pursues truth? Does New York University pursue truth? Does Columbia University pursue truth?
Got a lot of bass to it, even with the bass all the way to minimum.
No, they don't.
And treble to max.
They pursue equity. Inclusion.
Okay, this is 560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois. The answer?
how you waste your money when your kid goes to these colleges and wants to study.
Thoughtfully selected folk tales from around the world, adapted for today's families, that circle round, available on Apple Podcasts.
This is 580 AM. This is WILL. I keep saying AM. We know we're on the AM band. Urbana, Illinois. It's about 150 miles away. This is kind of a distant station to listen to.
Video distribution service, but as Boston Globe film critic Todderbert points out, with all the fare being offered, how do you know what's good? How much of it is at the present digital work? Well, you can ask him.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Very good.
This is 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles away.
For you, retire inspired. You want that to be the next chapter in your story. You've done it.
Do a time check. Again, I don't know if I did, but if we didn't, 12:41 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. There you go, or midday, which is the best time to test for daytime reception. If you want to see, we'll tune this real quick here to 590. Just picking up me tuning. The Skywave's barely picking it up. Barely. Okay, cool.
That the oil industry just recently brought. I think that we'll be able to win that, but it's going to be a hard battle. I think that
This is one of my furthest stations I can usually pick up. This is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 600, I'm going to say it, AM. 600 AM. It just makes sense to say it that way. WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This one's 175 miles away, so I think this is one of the furthest ones I can get there in a day.
agriculture, if they wouldn't state that, we need to get the other 2.1 billion gallons they gave away back.
Especially in my sub-level basement.
We dropped lawsuits on that. But as you can see, this is a battle over the gas. Hospital, etc., etc. You have the procedure done, and then after the procedure, you're surprised.
This is interesting. This is 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's sounding very good in this direction, which most radios, it doesn't pick up well in this direction. This is the complete opposite, so it should get really good as I turn it.
Because as it turns out, the anesthesiologist who's working at that hospital, but he's not in the network. He or she, they're not in the network. So, you get billed
So there
the
you
full
go.
freight.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is that
I
way.
have no idea about this. I mean, how am I supposed to know and ask whether everybody that's involved in this procedure is going to be in network? My in-network doctor set me up for...
Gosh, the boring stuff on today, huh? Oh yeah, we got some music coming up here. I'm trying to think of which way this is. I'll just see it. It's got a little bounce to it. Yeah, I like that. WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 640. Pretty cool station to get. I can pick it up at night. All that noise is from 670 The Score here.
This is the sound of Aqua.
So yeah, 670 WSCR, Chicago, Illinois.
And this is the sound of us making the
the
Snickers
clips.
Blizzard. And the all-new peanut butter pie Blizzard made with Snickers.
I doubt we'll pick up 700. I don't think I'll pick up a 300 mile station down here, but I'm a normal fare. I normally don't with any of my radios. It'll be right here. I'm just curious if this thing will respond to a loop. I'm going to bring a loop down. One of my biggest passive loops I have in the house, select antenna. I'm just going to kind of line it up here. I'm trying to think of the best way. I'm going to see if I just pick up anything first of all. Moving it edge on. Okay, so So we know it responds to the loop. It's just, it's gaining me a bunch of static. So I'm going to set this off to the side here. So I have it handy if we need it. I don't think we will, though. So I'd give that a try, though. That'd have been 300 miles away if we got that.
Anything but a surprise.
I'll eat it.
You're listening to the Wintrust Business Lunch here on 720 WGN, sponsored by Wintrust.
Here you go, Chicago, Illinois.
We thank them for that. Thank them for your patience as well.
In order to renew that covenant, that communion, so that we can get back out into the work of life and be about the work of life, which is, you know, to help each other from here to there. And it's got to be...
This is 750 Portage, Indiana.
Maybe we'll conclude with two things. Last week was the owner,
which is 750.
Park is extremely business friendly. They really care about my company, the people, and the business environment as a whole. I can't say enough about how easy it is to get in.
Okay, this is 780 WBBM, Chicago.
Area. I've been there for 27 years. I get there at 4
My
o'clock in the
dial
morning.
is just a tad. Whoops.
8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Not a problem. People are interested.
It seems like it's pretty close.
But
Yeah.
I really don't have any desire to leave Bedford Park. As far as I'm concerned, Bedford Park is number one.
It's just more boring stuff. Come on, we gotta find something to laugh with. So it makes it fun.
The next crash is already overdue. This reality has pushed the demand for precious metals to price levels not seen in nearly 6 years. The time to buy gold is now, before the crash and before the next price increase. The big questions everyone asks are, who can I trust and what types of gold do I buy?
So the guy saying this is the guy selling it. Gold has gone up, though. I'm not laughing because it is good if you can afford some. WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois, about 40 miles away, 8:20 a.m.
For the free gold protection guide and secure your wealth while you still can. That's 1-888-OWNGON.
Okay, I can't hover there. We have some music on WAIT, Crystal Lake, Illinois. They've been broadcasting playlist of music with no commercials because they're waiting for, I'm thinking, some programming to be paid. So they have this in the meantime, which is kind of cool, but the programming is very odd. And it's the same every day. The same exact songs at the exact same time. So you know exactly when to turn it on and when to turn it off. Fun stuff. There's WKAR in here. I'm going to see if I can just hear it. There it is. So this is a Michigan station, East Lansing, about 140 miles away. Usually needs a loop. Bring the loop out. Pretty soft. I can barely make out what they're saying. I'm sure that's not exciting for you to listen to and look at, so let's go ahead and keep going.
ExpressPros.com. Office days is National Interview Day for Express Employment.
This is 890 WLS, Chicago.
Visit ExpressPros.com.
Not affected too much by my camera. Usually I get some high-pitched whine, but you know, I do have this camera way up here because this radio is so big, and my voice is probably really loud because I'm really close to the microphone, but yeah, this thing is way up here.
Free in-home consultation. Call 630.
It's a little ring. I hear it. Okay. Fun stuff. Gotta turn this a little bit. Oh, I'm getting something there. I don't know. This radio's pretty good for DXing. I think this is like 910 right here. Picking up something. Maybe Detroit? Yeah, I'm not sure. Do I have anything for Detroit there? That'd be kind of cool. Oh no, this could be WGTO 910, which is about 128 miles away. It's only 1,000 watts during the day. Usually pick it up at dusk. But I think I got it. I gotta check. Fun stuff. Yeah, I got something there. Just not readable.
Like, this is why. And it hit me, the realization for me, and it was heartbreaking for me, because I was like, I'm more of a hindrance to my team than I am.
This is 920 WOKY, the Big Badger, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I can't do this anymore. And I went and I literally talked to Mike. I started one more game.
To a son or daughter in the sun. So the efficacy of does not depend on the state of the priest's soul.
WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois. I think it's like a Catholic or religious station.
Forgiveness and
system waste plant development and weed pressure. It's a big week for trade talks as the U.S. heads back to the table.
Here's another one, 940. So the selectivity on here is really good. I noticed it in the evening and daytime. Selectivity is like fantastic. This is 940 WFAW for Atkinson, Wisconsin.
But they were encouraged by this week's round of talks.
We're not expecting that they will come out of Shanghai with a final deal, but
the priest should make as good as he can.
This is 950. This is WNTA, Chicago, Illinois.
And then seek as soon as he can Sacramento.
I think it's like a sister station at 930, or they rebroadcast from 930, or reverse.
Or can he do that just by himself?
Old dude calling in. Okay.
She would keep on the positive side. Hard to argue with that. Character does count. She looked at
970 WHA.
Hoping for any sign of a reaction they could discuss later. One of life's first precepts, she added.
The heck?
She pretended to look at her watch. Well, later than I thought. Better run. Have a good morning, everyone. Still smiling, what she had come to think of as her election smile, she pushed her cart past the little group, skipping the produce, bakery, and dairy aisles.
Okay, I don't know what kind of story they're telling. If they're telling a political story, it sounds very interesting. WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Thought Fiona. She forgot to buy eggs. Nancy was sitting in her lawyer's office in Sturgeon Bay.
Okay, it sounds very, very boring. They're going to tell a story. It should be exciting. Old-time radio.
Stone Crab Restaurant. One of our favorites. Enjoy the best stone crab in the country. Get to the one and only Joe's. Visit joes.net for more info.
WMVP, Chicago 1000. This is a ESPN station. Dial's pretty accurate there.
All right, so we've got 26 hours and counting.
Just a couple quick things here. Alfred Morris signed a one-year deal with the Cowboys.
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. I'm going to kick it up a notch here because we're going to run out of time if I keep going this slow.
Your free e-magazine will reveal invaluable insights.
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
And grow your business. Get the latest issue of Amplify absolutely free by texting BAG11 to 88.
This has got to be embarrassing to city leaders. It's got to be embarrassing to representatives of the country.
Okay, there you go. I'm barely picking this up. This is WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 100 miles away. Sweet.
It's got to be embarrassing. It's going to be a tough thing to blame it on Trump. But
and next to it should be WTSO Madison, Wisconsin on 1070.
Coming up next. All right, send the bank concerning interest. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
They're playing music. Stop. But anyway, this is WTSO Madison, Wisconsin, and I will verify that for you guys. Let me just get my Skywave going here. 1070. Now I can pick it up. It has ESPN and NASCAR races.
Double play, 1070 AM and now 100.9 FM. Take me out of my old life.
They're still singing. This is great. Okay, so yeah. I listened to NASCAR races on the weekend with this. I think I mentioned it. It's pretty cool. Let's keep going. Okay, some foreign speaking music here. WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois on 1080. If you notice, I'm not changing direction because most of these stations are in this direction or that direction. This is 1110 WMBI, Chicago, Illinois.
Anyway, I'm out of time, Megan, but I'm really glad that you called. Thank you very much.
WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 1130.
Way on the EIB network.
It's Rush on WISN. There is an app you can download that's
cool.
It's Teach Chicago on AM 1160. Parents, this summer you're invited.
So there you go, 1160 WYLL, Chicago, Illinois. It's a religious station.
They've provided a distinctively Christian education choice for parents in Chicago. Midwestern Christian Academy believes in the education of the
over
whole
here?
child, starting at pre-K3 up to 8th grade. They integrate
makes an
Christian
appearance.
principles into the life.
Alright, he makes an appearance. This is 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. It's one of my fun stations I listen to, as you can tell. They're playing a pretty cool song. Love it. Okay, there you go over here.
Que ya no quieren. Dónelo a Heritage for the Blind. Lo recogen gratis.
WRTO, Chicago, Illinois. I pick them up at night sometimes.
314-5027.
This is Waukegan. 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
National travel points. But is that crazy? Because I have...
This is 1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
Not a problem at all. So the thing, if you're going to get... Доступные цены для пациентов без страховки. Подробности в еженедельнике.
1240 WSBC, Chicago, Illinois.
От 22,50 за фунт. Икра горбуша.
I like there's a station underneath there, too.
99 за фунт. Икра чавыча.
Or it might be this station here. This one's hard to pick up. This is 1260 WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin. If I looped it, it would probably come in, but I'm running out of time for loops. So let's just keep going. There it is. So I can hear somebody talking and I can probably make it out. Cool.
Wisconsin now.
Okay, and how was that?
It was really unique.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois on 1280.
They have so many different allergies.
Okay, this is WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois on 1300.
Weekdays after 3 on 1310 WIBA and WIBA.com.
There you go, 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. Two stations here kind of overriding each other. It's not fun. WNTA, Rockford, Illinois, and WKTA, Evanston, Illinois on 1330.
100 million Capital One card holders are getting some upset.
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
Data was primarily related to credit card applications and included personal information.
Did I say 1360? Hope I did.
Addresses. Donna Wilson, Bloomberg Radio.
Thank you, Donna Wilson. Out of time here for today. We hope you can join us tomorrow, Wednesday, as we hit the hump day for the barn.
Okay, we got music on 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois.
I'm down, Sabrina. Hold
Our light bulbs are doing pretty good. I got something to laugh about. Yeah! WGRB, Chicago, Illinois, 1390.
Tell everybody what station just made you a winner.
My favorite.
Marcella Jones on the afternoon drive.
Keeps me uplifted.
On Inspiration 1390.
Inspiration 1390. Okay, I didn't know it was called that.
WGRB, Chicago, Inspiration 1390.
Okay, got call letters. 1400 WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. Cool.
Right now it will be Sleepy Joe. I think.
1410 here is WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Like I said, the selectivity is great. I don't even have to get my friend Chris to check her out. They're like, well, where am I at? It's actually, you just know because you keep picking up all the stations that are supposed to be there, which is great.
A key milestone in the rise of American democracy. He says the courage of the 9820. That's 1-800-351-9820. Again, 1-800-351.
This should be WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
AM 1430, WEEF, Deerfield, Northbrook, Chicago, and FM
Says it.
99.1,
Awesome.
W256 DC, Deerfield, Chicago's in-language Euro station.
There you go. It's like a rent a station. All right. Very rare if I got call letters for that station. Sweet.
Very favorable to President Trump. Bullock failed to qualify for the opening debate last month. Senators Bernie Sanders.
1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois. I really gotta move it here.
Here on WCEV.
Wow, cool. It's the first time I heard that too. WCEV 1450 AM, Cicero, Illinois. This one here I don't get too often. And rarely call letters. Awesome. Must be the top of the hour. Yeah, it's 1:01 p.m. Cool. There's a station here. If I took the loop out, it'd probably be 1460 WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. I'm gonna keep going. Music here is 1490 Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Got a heavy metal rock station on 1500 AM here. Can barely make it out, but it's coming in. Nice. WPJX, Zion, Illinois. Cool.
This team is built. Doesn't matter what Jerry's saying about, we're not talking about contract situations, and he tells a local reporter.
So we're just going to kind of cruise up the dial here. I think this is WCKG.
You know, you don't need a Russian champion to win a Super Bowl.
Which is 1530 Elmhurst, Illinois. $15.60 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin.
NFL commissioner and 3 officials are headed to court over the infamous no call.
Should be either WTTN on 1580 or WCGO on 1590. Okay, so this is Watertown, Wisconsin, 1580 WTTN. Next station here is WCGO.
Plans to have doubled its tiger population by 2020.
1590 Evanston, Illinois. It's a louder station.
The boost in tiger population, consider that India's...
I think it tops out here. Yeah, it does stop here. See where it stops. There's 1620 Lake County's hazardous road alert.
Pilgrimage. Visit relevantjourneys.com today. That's relevantjourneys.com.
1640
Thank you very much.
WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
Thanks to you. Who made it to the finish line without a dent in the armor? Here's to that soccer player.
Cool, 1670. Nice. I didn't know if I got this on the dial. The Zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sports players, coaches, volunteers, teachers.
Yeah, I don't get 1690, but 1690 is there. Very cool. So I get the 1670 during the day. Cool. All right, we're going to turn this off. Your final thoughts on the Sony ICF-5900W daytime medium wave band scan. What do you think, guys? It's pretty awesome. If you live in my area, you're like, yeah, dude, that's pretty sensitive. It is. It's really a nice radio for an analog, old school. I'm just loving this thing. It's a lot of fun. You know, I think these are pricey. I would say run out and buy one. I'll put a link down below for this radio and you can see if there's any deals out there. It would be a fun radio to have in your collection, similar to my Panasonic RF1150. I enjoy that radio. This radio is right up there with it, and as far as enjoyment goes, holy cow. The shortwave on here is amazing because of that dual conversion. You don't have any mirroring or imaged stations, which is really nice. and the fine tuning is really nice also on shortwave. So that's going to be a fun one. I'm going to try to do some in the future, probably towards the fall. I'll be doing a lot more revisits on these radios in the shortwave sector when we start getting some more activity on the solar index. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a big like if you enjoyed the presentation of the medium wave band scan of the Sony. 2, if you're new to the channel and you love Sony radios, you love classic Sony radios, you love classic shortwave Sony radios, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos. This was donated by Jennifer from California, one of my patrons on Patreon. Big shout out to her. Amazing woman, just supplying some awesome radios. I'm really happy with this one. And 3rd, of course, comment below what you think about the Sony 5900W on the medium wave band scan. What do you think about it? All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.